Hey guys, it's Friday, February the 21st. Guess where I am right now? Hey guys, it's David Barnett from davidcbarnett.com, the blog site, YouTube channel, iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play podcast, where I talk about buying, selling, financing, and managing small and medium-sized businesses. Right now, on September 21st, 2018, the day this video is being released, I'm on day 5 of my trek up Mount Kilimanjaro in Tanzania, Africa. And tonight at midnight, I will depart for my attempt to summit the mountain. And of course, I'm recording this before I've even left Canada. But hopefully, if everyone out there keeps their fingers crossed and sends me good vibes, I'll be able to get up there tonight and watch the sunrise and take some pictures that, of course, I'll be happy to share with you guys. It's an awesome adventure that I've really been looking forward to. Now, since I'm putting this week's episode in the can, I thought what I would do is I would do a little bit of overview and review of some of the other things I've been doing lately. And I know for the last couple of months I've been doing Business Buyer Adventure Group, sort of insights as to what the group's been doing. I have some news about that group, but one of the things I wanted to bring up is I got my feedback forms back from the attendees that I visited with on September 13th in Hanwell, New Brunswick. I did a live presentation of my Build a Business That People Will Want to Buy workshop, and I just wanted to share with you some of the stuff that people wrote. There were 15 people registered, 17 people ended up showing up. And here are some of the things that people wrote in on the feedback forms that I wanted to share with you. Here's the first one. Simply says, a great deal of information provided. This person scored the presentation 9 out of 10. Another 9 out of 10. Helpful documents / templates. Good info applicable across a variety of sectors. Another 9 out of 10. Very informative. Creates a lot of thought on methods I could have never used before. So here's somebody who's really learned a lot. A 10 out of 10. Address challenges I see when working with business owners every day. Because many of the people in the room were business owners, but there were a couple of people in there that worked with small business development agencies and stuff like that. And I think this is one of these people. Another 10 out of 10. Very helpful and eye-opening. Here's one, 9 out of 10. Very informative and useful. 9 out of 10. Expanded thought process on where I want to go and how I might achieve it. So here's somebody who, because of the workshop, has really seen how they're going to take their business to the next level. 9 out of 10, on topic, useful information. 10 out of 10, it was easy to see right away David was very prepared for delivery of his presentation. Because I've done it many times before, and I've worked people through this process, of course, many times before. 10 out of 10, very informative. 10 out of 10, instructor was very knowledgeable and good at teaching the subject matter. Well, of course, right? 10 out of 10, interesting speaker, lots of information. And that's the end. So if you want to learn how to make a business, build a business that people will want to buy, make it easier to run in the present, you want to head over to easysmallbizsystems.com. That's where you can take this course that these people just did in a live session. You can do it as an online course. And of course, the advantage to the online course is you can redo the modules over and over at your own pace. You have lifetime access to the material. All the templates, Excel sheets, everything I use as examples when I do it live, you actually get the files, so you're able to use them, manipulate them, change them, etc., which makes it a lot easier to implement the system. So whether you own a business and you're getting ready for sale, or you intend to buy a business and you want to make sure it's organized properly, or even if you throw caution to the wind and decide to start a business, the information in this program is going to be very useful. Again, just before I left to go to Africa, the Business Buyer Adventure Hunt Club had a meeting. And Business Buyer Adventure is the online group coaching program that I do for people that have completed my Business Buyer Advantage online course. And within the Adventure program, people do additional work. There's another whole set of modules that people do to get up to speed with the rest of the people that are already there. So the reason I designed it that way is because I wanted to make it so that people could come in whenever they were ready and then catch up to where the group was and join the rest of the people. Once you've gone through those initial modules, people then join what's called Hunt Club, which is where we hold each other accountable to action tasks every month in order to actually go out there and find a business. And I was speaking with one of the Adventure Club members a little bit, and he was saying, This takes a lot of time. It's a lot of work. And that's the message that I've always been advocating ever since I got on this YouTube channel, is that finding the right business at the right time, where the seller's under the right circumstances, these are all the key components to finding yourself a good, reasonable deal when buying a business. And it can be a lot of work and it can take a lot of time. Previously, I had tried to run one-year programs, for instance, to help people buy a business. And one of the things that the feedback I got is people thought, oh, a year is too long. But that's the reality. And I think that's what sets my message apart from some of the other people that are online who talk about, I'll help you buy a business in 6 weeks and stuff like this. It's just not realistic. It takes a lot of work to find these deals because oftentimes once something gets to a business broker, the opportunity to make it a good deal has passed. You're then competing with all these other buyers that bid up the price, etc. And depending on what kind of broker it is, how qualified they are, the seller's expectations may actually be put out of whack through interacting with that person, and the opportunity for a good deal has passed. So some of the things that have been happening in the adventure group, about half the members have actually been making offers on businesses, and no one has had an accepted offer yet, but the group's only been going for 3 months. The other half of the people in the group are doing the work of building suspect and prospect lists and actually sending out their information, like sending out contacts to those people, trying to create relationships with business owners who may have a business that fits the criteria that the group members are looking for. So, no big exciting things to report this month, but I think in and of itself is part of the message that I've been trying to say, is that if you're going to go out and find a business, it only makes sense to buy one under the right circumstances, the right price, the right terms. And to uncover that opportunity can take some work, can take some time, take some effort. I know that when I was a business broker, I would work sometimes with buyers for over a year before they made their first offer. And if you're thinking that buying a business is, a quick solution to your long-term goals of, becoming wealthier or providing for your family or something like that, here's the truth, is that it happens very slowly, then all at once, because you put in the effort to prepare yourself. So, for example, one of the people in the group took some time this month to prepare some financing. He was able to arrange an equity line of credit on his house so that if he needs to, he can dip into that in doing a business deal. So all of this groundwork happens in preparing yourself, preparing your financials, preparing your financial well-being, making sure you look good on paper for a banker. All this work goes into it, and then all of a sudden you're presented with the right opportunity, and then things move fast. And so if buying a business is something that's on your radar for any time in the future, you should sign up for Business Buyer Advantage. You can find that at businessbuyeradvantage.com. And then if you want further help, you can join the Business Buyer Adventure Group and meet everyone else and get to learn from what other people are doing and share a greater amount of content and expertise. One of the cool things that we had this month in the Business Buyer Adventure Group was we had an interview with Artie, who's someone who had taken the Business Buyer Advantage program and used that information to buy 2 different businesses over the course of the last few months. And so Artie shared his stories, and he shared his interaction with other buyers and the people that were competing to buy the businesses from him, and gave some insight into some of the things that he's seen out in the marketplace. The new speaker for next month is pretty exciting. I'll tell you about it next month. Anyway, if you haven't already, head over to davidcbarnett.com, where you can sign up for my email newsletter. It comes out once a week with a new video, and sometimes I send out other emails whenever I have interesting thoughts. And with that, wish me luck, send me positive vibes. I'm about to get to the top of the mountain, and we'll see you guys next week. Fingers crossed. Talk to you soon.